North American infrastructure. History. Underinvestment and inflation. Underinvestment. After that initial burst of construction from the golden age of infrastructure, starting from the 1970s, economic challenges at the national level slowed infrastructure funding. This graph showing Canadian spending on infrastructure as a percentage of GDP is indicative of the North American trend. To help put this in perspective, in 2017 the McKinsey Global Institute found countries must invest on average 4.1% of their GDP in economic infrastructure in order not to impact economic growth. The analysis did not account for the needs of social infrastructure, which would increase this number. Here's a quote from the United States House Committee on the Budget. The United States has been underinvesting in infrastructure for decades, and American families and businesses will reap the economic consequences unless the federal government undertakes a major course correction. Current federal infrastructure spending. While there has been a significant increase in federal infrastructure spending in recent years through efforts like the Investing in Canada Infrastructure Program and the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act in the United States, it is still not enough, and there remains a heavy reliance on state, provincial, territorial, and local funds to account for the remaining budget. State and local spending levels. The Council on Foreign Relations reported that less than half of U.S. public infrastructure and transportation funding came from the federal government in 2020. This means the responsibility for additional funding falls on the state and local government actions. In Canada, FCM notes that municipalities manage some 60% of the public infrastructure that drives our economy and quality of life, despite receiving only 10 cents on every tax dollar. Underinvestment. Getting back to the period beginning with the 1970s, at a local level, economic challenges were met with efforts to keep rates for services as low as possible. Together, these local factors, as well as the national underinvestment mentioned earlier, combined to further reduce available resources, resulting in deferred maintenance. This not only increased asset deterioration, it meant repairs would be more expensive when they finally could be made. It also meant that, again, saving for replacement was put off for another day.